Crafty peeps, welcome to our second tutorial for our September Craftology box. And today we're going to make a slider card. And I don't have a picture, I don't have one to show you because I haven't made it yet. But, my fingers are looking kind of blue. I don't know, that's strange. Anyway, okay. So there's a couple things that you will need for this project. You're going to need a solid piece of cardstock and of course your decorated cardstock, some of your sticker sheets, you will need your sticker sheet, or you can cut some stuff out of your little ephemera cards, which for me, I have decided, where did it go? Don't you just love it? I tell you what, this is day 2 of my bloopers. Okay, so I'm going to use this little piece that was out of our ephemera cards. I'm going to use a trick or treat. And I had a little card of the mansion. Anyway, here it is. Duh. Okay. Sorry. So I'm actually going to fussy cut this out. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And you're also going to need some foam tape. Now, I got this at Michael's. It's called Tombow. This is a very expensive foam tape. You could just get the 3M, but I did have a coupon. And so I was able to get it pretty cheap. You also will need, you could do this. You could use 2 circle dies, okay, to make your little thing to cut out for your slider card. But I'm going to show you with my Lawn Fawn die cut, which I will have the link on here where you can purchase one if you like, or you can actually use an X-Acto knife and do it yourself. Or again, like I said, you could use some of your die cuts that you have already. I'm going to use this little one. I think that one's kind of cute. Then you might need your enamel dots. I really don't know yet. I would just kind of grab all your Craftology box stuff and keep it close by. You never know. Okay, so I got a piece of heavy duty cardstock. It was originally a 12 by 12. I went ahead and cut it down to make my card size. So this is actually 10 inches long, scored down at 5 inches by 7 inches. So that will make us a 5 by 7 card. Then for my next piece that I want to do, I am going to have it at 6 7/8 by 4 7/8. So that leaves a 1/8 inch border. I just want to kind of show that I have a purple card, but hey, I really want them to see this, okay? Now, you have some options. You could layer this up even higher. I'm not so sure I'm going to do that because I really like this design. And I think I'm going to go ahead and work with this. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut out my little haunted house and whatever else I'm going to use on here. And before I actually cut my impression from my die, I want to see where everything is placed first so that the item that I have that sliding doesn't get blocked by any of this stuff. So I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So all I did right now, and I don't know if you can even tell, all I did was add some glossy accents to the windows and to the eyeballs and my little ghost here. And I thought that'd be really cute to kind of like, make it look like real windows. Okay, then I don't have a grass die cut. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, actually I don't even need this because obviously I can do this on my cutting board very easily. I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip. We're going to do 3/8. Okay, and I'm using gray because I'm going to do some grass. And I want it to look like spooky, creepy grass, right? So I feel like I just need to have something a little bit not shorter, shall I say, but darker in color. And if I use black, obviously the background of my area has a lot of black in it. So I thought I would kind of pop it up a little bit with the gray. And then not only that, actually this one is too thin. Sorry, scrap that one. We're going to do a 1/2 inch on this one. My bad. That looked a little bit too thin for me to cut with. Okay. And I'm just going to put that aside, throw that one away. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 5 inches. So I'm just going to score 5 on here. And then 5. And this is really easy to do. I showed this before on one of my other tutorials. And I know Tamara has shown it too. It's so simple to do. You just take your scissors and, you know, like when you were in kindergarten, they're like, here, cut some grass out of construction paper. Well, that's basically what we're going to do, but we're doing it out of cardstock. And all I'm going to do is just kind of go in and out. And then I'm going to continue to do this, and then I will be back. And you can just kind of like make it in all sorts of crazy directions. It doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody knows grass is definitely not perfect. So feel free to make it look cray-cray. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start lining up where I kind of want everything on here. And I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I did go ahead and use some black pigment ink, and I went ahead around with my distresser, and I just kind of made it look a little more creepy. And so basically I've got about 3 of these. You're going to need your scored tape, but not just yet. Let me explain to you why. Because you don't want to have to run this through and get all mashed up from your big kick, okay? So I'm kind of lining these up where I want them. And I actually liked this better. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry that it looks a little awkward, but there we go. Okay, so I'm just kind of lining up where I need everything to be. And I'm thinking I may have this kind of in the middle of this. So I'm just going to make an approximate guesstimation. And then I want to have my witch to be able to slide above this house. And then I'm thinking that I would have my trick or treat up at the top. So I think that will look really super cute. So since I've kind of decided where I want my die to be, I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to lift it up just a little bit higher, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to take a piece of washi tape, and I'm going to place it down here so that this will not move when I'm putting it through my die cutter. And so I won't have to worry about that. So I'm going to get this through the die cutter, and then I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and take these off and show you where we're at. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and I've done my little cut, and I'm going to go ahead and gently remove my tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and discard that tape. I don't need it anymore. And so now you should have a little hole like this. I'm going to go ahead and distress it on the inside. And I'm going to show you another thing that I actually learned from a Simon Says stamp, and I can't remember her name, and I apologize, but I will put their link down below too, because that is where I learned how to make slider cards from too, was this particular tutorial. Now, she used some EK Success powder. I do not have that. So I'm going to use my Scrap Perfect pouch. And it has like a powder in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run this along here. and this will help your slider move along much easier. Okay, and then we're going to use this powder. I suppose you could use flour. I don't even know. Maybe cornstarch. I would say cornstarch before flour. Okay, that's just my thought on that. You could probably use baby powder if you have that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that excess white off there. Okay, and make sure this isn't on my score pal. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out my foam tape, okay? So I'm not even going to be gluing or taping anything on here just yet because I want this to have its foam tape on here first. Well, actually, okay, I lied. I'm going to go ahead and put my grass down because to me, I think the grass is a little bit more difficult to get down once it's higher up. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue and do a real thin layer of glue. You don't need too much for this project. I'm going to run it along with my finger. And anything that is going over the edge, I'm going to go ahead and remove with my scissors. Okay, and I'm going to re-ink that little edge because I don't like white edges. That makes me go cray-cray. Okay, I can probably go ahead and put my house on because I'm going to layer this up. Let me see here. I think, no, I kind of like it on top. There we go. Go ahead and use my glue. Make sure you get those edges so that they don't get snagged and lifted up and rip. That would be a bummer, doing all that work and have it fall apart. Okay. I'm going to put my little house down. You can use your bone folder, but see, I got to be careful because I did use my glossy accents, and I don't believe that it is 100% dry. So, I think this was, oh, I'm going to cover up little Mr. Kitty a little bit. Maybe I can, okay, where's Mr. Kitty? Okay. Sorry, I can't cover up Mr. Kitty. So I'm going to make that grass a little bit thinner right there so that Mr. Kitty will peek through. Go ahead and get that ink on there again. Real dark in there so it doesn't look crazy. That's better. Okay, see? I just love Mr. Kitty. I know I sound crazy, but I am crazy, so don't y'all worry about that. Okay. Then actually I'm going to cut some of this off. Re-ink my edge there. And add some additional glue. Funny how I'm not worried about Mr. Pumpkin as much as I am about the cat. Isn't that crazy? You know what? I still don't like that. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and cut that little edge off. Good grief. Okay. I know I'm a total nut. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Okay. So now I have that done. I'm going to go ahead and add my trick or treat up at the top. Make sure I get my edges. I'm going to pull it a little bit closer to me because I want to make sure it's straight. That looks good to me. Okay, now I can go ahead and add my foam tape. So I'm just going to measure approximately, and then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to actually get a different pair of scissors because those scissors cut crooked. I'm going to cut it down the center because we are going to triple layer this. Oh, goodness, sticky, sticky, sticky. I tell you what, the Tim Holtz work way better with sticky items, seriously. So basically, I'm going to do triple, oh my goodness, I've totally ruined those scissors. Okay, that's some good tape. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and triple layer, oops, I'm going to put this on the inside. I want the better edge on the outside. Going to triple edge this all the way around the card. Again, I'm putting it on the wrong side. I'm having one of those, another blooper day, I guess. So anyway, I'm sorry. As I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and triple layer this all the way around, and then I will be back. Okay, Crafty Peeps, so this is how the back of this should look. I have 3 layers stacked up. I still have the paper backing on this 3rd layer left on still. Okay, so now it's going to look like that. And then I have a little doodle pop sticker. You will have a sticker sheet. I don't have mine as of yet, but I will be getting it very soon. So, all I did was I took the powder and I basically just powdered this baby until it wasn't sticky anymore, okay? Because we don't want anything to prevent the slider from moving smoothly. And hopefully, I didn't have any round pop dots or foam dots, so I had to take the square one, the smallest one, and I went ahead and I stacked 3 on top of each other, and then I kind of rolled it in the powder, okay? And then I'm going to get a penny, which I have already used alcohol to get any of the stickiness or weird stuff on here off. And I'm going to use my glue gun because I already wore off the sticky part, and this is where I'm praying this is going to work. So I'm going to add just a tiny, tiny drop of glue. In fact, I'm probably going to brush off any excess because I really don't want anything coming out. And I'm going to place it in the center of the penny. I'm going to let that dry for a second. And then I'm actually going to take my little powder again. And I'm going to go ahead and powder this baby up. Okay? Because like I said, I want this baby to go nice and smooth around there. Okay? And I will clean that off in a minute. So now I'm going to place it behind here and pray that this baby is going to spin. It looks like it may. Please, 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 please do. Sorry, I'm just cutting off any excess. The round ones really, I really, really, truly believe to make your life simpler, just go ahead and get the round little foam dots. Any of the local craft stores have them. I think it will just save you some frustration because obviously I am frustrated. Okay, so I'm going to take my little sticker here, which it's now not sticky anymore. I'm going to take my glue gun again, and I'm going to do another little drop. And like I said, I don't want too much on there because I don't want any squeezing out. And I'm going to center my witch. And I'm going to pull off any glue strings. And so now, she should slide through here. Just like so. You may have to work it a few times. I've still got a glue string. I really don't suggest the glue string, but because I didn't have the round little doodads, I think it's making this a lot more difficult for my little witch to spin. I definitely think you would need round things. So, and then you would go ahead and back it up with your cardstock, right? So now at this point, I'm going to move this out of the way because it is full of powder. Let me see if I can get this baby to move. See, because she's not round, she doesn't really want to spin like she should. Okay, so I've worked her quite a bit more, and now she'll actually, you know, if you spin her, she'll spin. She won't spin by herself, but that's because, like I said, I didn't use the round ones, and I think that that really makes a huge difference in this, and maybe even that EK Success Anti-Static Powder may work better than this, but I'm not really sure since I cannot tell without having the other stuff to go on. So, but I still think she's going to do what she needs to do in all reality. And so I'm really happy with her. I think she looks super cute. I just wanted a witch that would basically fly over the house, and that's what she's doing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take my little backing off here because now I'm ready. Goodness, this is like I'm telling you, this Tombow stuff is not anything you want to mess with. It really is. This is already sticky. It really is super, super, super sticky. So basically I took off the foam backing and I went ahead and laid it on top of my cardstock, and here we are. So now I have my little witch that she just spins and flies over the haunted house. So anyway, I think she's really cute. Anyway, I'm acting goofy. I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. So anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this tutorial. I can't wait for the next one. We will be doing a live one as soon as you all get your kits, probably mid-September. So that will be awesome to do another live tutorial with you all. Don't forget to join us on Facebook at Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations if you haven't already. And if you would like to get our next month's Craftology box, join us at www.countrycraftcreations.com. I'll have the links down below. Anyway, bye y'all. Mwah!